I'm clearly not an automotive engineer. I was so excited for this electric car. I was so excited for so many different vehicles over the past 20 years. You see the concept, it looks amazing. And then you see the production car, and well, this is what you get. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking, the Renault 5. I was saying the Renault 5, I love this thing. Coolest hot hatch I've ever seen. Love the design. Whoever designed it did a great job. But then, imagine you're the designer of this EV and then they water it down to look like this. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't look bad, but it's no longer the inspiring, really funky, kind of 80s retro-inspired electric car that it once was. So this is the Renault 5 EV. Some patented images of the production spec Renault 5 E-Tech. This is meant to be Renault's true emergence on the electric car market, meant to be their global bestseller, while images have leaked. Shows the all-electric hatchback ahead of its global debut on the 26th of February. And guys, you've probably seen my original videos on the Renault 5 EV. If you haven't, I was very excited. It looked really good and it didn't look that wild. There was a wild version, a hot hatch version, a single seat version. We all knew that wasn't going to happen. But, I don't know. I really hope that they kind of go back to the production, the concept at least a little bit. Maybe they will. Maybe this is the base model. Maybe this is the cheapest model. I'm not sure. Anyway, these images were published by the World Intellectual Property Organization, or WIPO, and show that the electric hatchback will look similar to 2021 concept, but just a lot more bland. It does look very similar to the exclusive renderings that Car Scoops published back in July, and it does have some of the retro ingredients of that original vehicle. It just doesn't look so, I don't know, there's something missing. In fact, there's a lot of things missing. Anyway, the front of the 5 E-Tech has the updated Renault badge. So Renault changed their badge and it has an LED headlights with intriguing design, I guess, but not as muscular, just not as appealing as what it was before. Anyway, it doesn't have a traditional grille because you don't need one. The front fascia does have 3 slim horizontal slats just to make it look nice, and it also has black squares on the bumper that have the LED daytime running lights, and those look nice. So how big actually is this car? Well, it's smaller than, say, the BYD Dolphin, smaller than a Toyota Corolla. It's a similar size to something like the Mazda 2 or the Honda Jazz. Car Scoops believes automotive media have published that the size will be 3.92 meters long. That's 154.3 inches. That means it will be a little bit shorter than the Volkswagen ID.2, as in Volkswagen's so-called $25,000 electric car, the Volkswagen Polo, and the Renault Clio. A little bit smaller, but obviously it should have a slightly shorter bonnet, meaning probably a similar interior dimensions. So underpinning the car will be the company's new CMF BEV architecture. This shares 70% of its components with the CMF B platform, used by internal combustion engine models like the Renault Clio, the Captur, and the Dacia range of vehicles. Meaning, to be honest, it is a ground-up EV, but if you share 70% of the components with an internal combustion engine platform, it's not really as bespoke as what I think would be ideal. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. What about the power? Well, power is going to come via a single electric motor, front-wheel drive. There should be an all-wheel drive version as well. Reports say that power will be between 120 to 150 horsepower, but the hotted up version of this is going to have a lot more power than that. It's said to have around 300 horsepower. So pricing is said to be 25,000 euros or under 25,000 euros. And Renault's engineers say that the EV will be a benchmark in terms of driving pleasure for the super mini segment. I've got to admit, Renault's engineers can make good hot hatches, so hopefully they use some of that special sauce in this. Now, what actually happened here, guys, and the reason I guess I was disappointed is because Renault initially, when they revealed this vehicle, they said the concept version would end up being the real car. They said they were going to bring concept looks to the real version of the car, and it would look basically the same. It just doesn't look the same to me. Now, the new motor they use in this Renault is actually very impressive. It's a single synchronous motor that's mounted at the front and it weighs only 20 kilograms. Now, to give you some context, an internal combustion engine motor for a vehicle this size, say a 2-litre gasoline petrol-powered engine, it would normally weigh around 250 kilograms. So 20 kilograms for this electric motor is quite an amazing reduction in weight in comparison to the internal combustion version. There will also be a 4-module battery. It will be smaller in size and 15 kilo lighter than the 12-module unit used in the Renault Zoe. Apparently the pack will be more energy dense and more efficient as a result. Therefore, that means it will be cheaper to make. French media report that the R5 will be offered with 2 battery capacities, a 42 kilowatt hour size battery for the cheapest version of the car, that'll be probably the $25,000 version, and a 52 kilowatt hour pack in the longer range version. And that version will have 261 miles of range, or around about just over 420 kilometers. It is a nice car, and I do still like it. I just wish it was what it looked like when it came to market as a concept. What are your thoughts? Do you agree, disagree? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.